So, was all the hype around Mirzapur 2 worth it? Yes or no? Hi everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita. Hope you all are doing well, and today I will be sharing my thoughts on one of the most anticipated web series releases of the year, that is Mirzapur 2. The series is streaming on Amazon Prime and it has been a very long wait for the audience. In fact, there are very few series or shows which can maintain that level of hype for such a long time. And the reason is because season 1 got a lot of things right, like the performances, background score, cinematography, dialogues, the rawness and the grittiness, the violence, everything. Honestly, I had mixed feelings about season 1, and I did mention that when I did the trailer review for Mirzapur 2, because I thought that, in terms of storyline, the storyline was quite decent, but it was sort of overlooked because of the other aspects. Somehow in the season 1, I thought that the violence and the cussing stole the limelight than the storyline. For me, I felt that probably both should have been balanced out a bit. But overall, while watching, I did have an enjoyable experience, and I was also waiting in anticipation for the season 2. So, did the second season live up to its hype? Well, yes, in a lot of departments, and no, in a few, there were few misses, but a lot of great hits, at least for me. So yeah, let's get into the detailed analysis. So this time I feel that the makers consciously concentrated on the writing and giving depth to a lot of characters. The storyline when the trailer had dropped was essentially portrayed as a complete out and out revenge drama. What I had gotten particularly from the trailer were two major plots. One is of course Guddu and Golu taking revenge for Bablu and Sweetie's death, and the second subplot presented was Sharad's revenge for his father's death. But the actual storyline is so much more than that. This time a lot of subplots have been created for the characters to give them depth and layers. Essentially at its heart, yes, it is a revenge drama and who actually gets to sit on the throne of Mirzapur. But along with that, the writers have ensured that they put all the chips in their places so that the plot for season 3 is created. For me personally, the writing and the storyline was much more stronger than season 1, and as we all know that the series has such a huge ensemble cast, the writing ensured that every member, every cast member, every performer, be it the main character or the sub characters, everybody has gotten their shine. So the gripe that I had with the writing and the storyline for this season was that there were certain subplots which I found were not really required, because if it was not there, the overall context of the story, overall context and overall gist of the storyline wouldn't have changed that much. For example, an entire subplot of Dada Tyagi and his family dynamics and his business. Honestly, if you ask me, if Dada Tyagi angle was even not provided, I didn't think it would have affected the storyline. But if you see it in the overall context, you know that the writers are setting up the Tyagis for third season. So yes, the Tyagi family angle is going to be very important in season 3. But for particularly this season's storyline, they were just setting up the plot and the premise. And because of that, I felt that the storyline got extended a lot. It's a 10-part series which I think could have been reduced to fewer episodes. A lot of characters in the storyline have been given emotional depth as well. So there are a lot of love story angles also going on, which I really do not have a problem with. But yes, it did, slow down the pace of the series. So yes, the romantic angle could be off-putting for someone. Someone might think that, oh, it's completely unnecessary because it does not really add to the main revenge drama or the main storyline. I personally felt that yes, it did slow down the pace, but I didn't have a problem with it. One more very tiny gripe that I had with the character writing of Akhanda Tripathi, aka Kalin Bhaiya, was that in season 1, you would sort of fear this character. But in season 2, if you see, Akhanda Tripathi's character has been written in a much more lighter tone. So yes, Kalin Bhaiya's comic timing was amazing and impeccable. But in this season, I really did not have a fear of his character. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I do have mixed feelings because yes, it's great that he has a humorous side, but he's a Don. Essentially, Akhanda Tripathi is the king of Mirzapur and he's the Don. But this time I did not get that punch. And guys, that is nothing to take away from Pankaj Tripathi's acting. His performance was 100 on 10. I mean, I'll talk about the performances separately, but in terms of just writing his character, I felt that this time the fear factor was a little less. Also, there is a lot of power play which is part of the storyline. Now, I don't know how audience would respond to that, because when the season 2 trailer dropped, it was particularly presented as a revenge drama, a violent revenge drama. But the violence is a little toned down here, and a lot of power play, politics, mind games, that is also a part of the storyline. I personally enjoy mind games, so I really like that part. But I know for audience who wanted that rawness, grittiness, that violence, probably would have been a little disappointed. A special mention to the dialogues of season 2. Some really memorable dialogues have been written in this season. I absolutely loved the screenplay. This time, the overall tone of the season is also pretty light. Like, there are a lot of funny moments that I found in season 2 which were not there in the season 1. So in terms of storyline and writing, for me, I found the content of season 2 much more superior than that of season 1. The editing was overall okay, but it was a slight miss for me. I thought the pacing was a little slow in this season, because in the first 8 episodes, it felt to me like they are only setting up the premise, and suddenly the pace picks up in the 9th and the 10th episode. Compared to that, the season 1 episodes were very well paced, I feel, because I didn't even realize that how the episodes used to get over. But in season 2, you will feel that no, there is a slow burn that is happening, and the makers are really setting up a lot of context for the finale. And after setting up the context for the first 8 episodes, when the 9th and the 10th episode becomes so fast and quick, the payoff seems a little underwhelming, and that's where the editing became a little off for me. But yes, not to take away any credit, I know how much of a magnanimous task it is to edit when you have such an enormous cast and you have to give importance to so many subplots. Editing is a tough job. So yes, for that, kudos to the editors for sure. Special shout out to Sanjay Kapoor, the cinematographer of the series. Oh my god, this was one of the biggest technical highlights for me in the series. The camera work, be it capturing the essence of Mirzapur or Jaunpur, the violence, the action sequences, I just loved every piece of cinematography in the series. When you feel so deeply transported into another world, you know that the cinematographer has just done his job right. I absolutely forgot that I was sitting in my living room and watching the series. I just felt like I was in Mirzapur. I want to give a special shout out to the costume designer of the series, Neelanchal Ghosh and Darshan Jalan. I don't know why, but the costume design really stood out for me when I was watching the series. It just came in my mind that how well and how nicely they have been styled for the series. I particularly like the styling of Ali Fazal's Guddu and Shweta Tripathi's Golu. Overall, I like the styling on everyone because it really portrayed their personality. But particularly for Guddu and Golu, I loved their looks because it actually gave them a very dark sort of a dimension. Now, action and violence is a department where I feel that the audience opinion is going to be divided, because season 1 focused so much on this aspect that lot of audience would be expecting that, oh my god, we're going to get the same level or even more grittier action and violence. And I remember in my trailer reaction, I also thought that the violence is going to be even 10 times higher in this series. But that was not the case. This time the action has actually been mellowed down a little. It has been toned down a little. I do not know why this creative decision was taken, because one of the biggest cash cows in season 1 and the biggest attraction in season 1 was the action. I would love to know your opinion on this, because I feel personally that this was a conscious decision taken by the writers. because of the influence that this series has on, you know, the masses and the youth in general. Maybe they did not want to promote that violent, gritty action that much. Do let me know what your opinion is on that. I particularly did not find an issue with that, because for me this time I felt that the balance was created properly between the content and the violence. Jon Stewart has given the background score. He also gave the background score in season 1 this time, but okay. I felt that this time the score was a little underwhelming. The punch that the score had in season 1, it was sort of missing in season 2. Again, I don't know if it was a conscious decision, because I felt here the score was again mellowed down a little. For me, in season 1, the background score played a very big part in invoking certain emotions inside me. That did not happen in season 2. I didn't even notice the score this time. So overall, if I had to pick that what really disappointed me in this particular season, that is the background score. If not for the performances, Mirzapur wouldn't be Mirzapur. I did not find, honestly, did not find one single actor who performed average. Everyone in their particular role absolutely has knocked it out of the park. Be it the main cast, the supporting cast, any person even having like a 10-minute screen time was just brilliant. If you think season 1 performances were good, season 2 has taken it to the next level. When it comes to the acting talent in Mirzapur, I have zero complaints. Pankaj Tripathi, what do I even say? He was 100 on 10 for me in this series, because you know, most of the dialogues that he was delivering were in a very toned down, mellow pitch. He barely shouted in the entire series, but the power that you feel when he is actually talking, that is on another level. I loved him in the serious scenes, I loved him in the comedy scenes, I just loved him. Ali Fazal as Guddu looked savage. He looked savage. That's why I said I loved his entire styling and costume design, and his acting along with his looks were just on point. He is the character that I actually got scared of. He's the only character in this series that would actually instill some sort of fear in you. Shweta Tripathi as Golu was also great. Like, in terms of performance, I have no complaints. In terms of her character, I feel her arc was pretty good. From, you know, this girl who didn't know how to even handle a gun to this badass character who just, you know, takes charge of things. But I don't know, somewhere I felt something was off and missing. I don't know why. She acted really well, but I feel Golu as a character should have been made even more, I don't know, grey or darker. Maybe in my head I wanted that to happen, because when I see Guddu becoming this dark, savage character, I probably expected the same to happen with Golu's character as well. So maybe that's a bias in my head that, oh, I wanted Golu to become even more darker and savage. But yeah, this is my perspective, so of course I thought I should just let you guys know. The two actors who just stole my heart, snatched my were Divyendu Sharma and Rasika Duggal. I mean, oh my god, I think Munna as a character had the best arc in this entire series. There were so many layers given to his character, so many layers. I did not expect it. That was like a surprise package for me. I just loved his entire arc in this story. And Divyendu, oh my god, when the series started, I thought, how is he going to even top his season 1 acting? Because he did so well in season 1, but in season 2, he has, you know, set a benchmark which is 100 times higher. Never in my life I thought that I would actually empathize with Munna's character, but I ended up doing that. A really big congratulations to Divyendu Sharma. I cannot wait to witness more of his work. Next, Rasika Duggal as Beena Tripathi. Her character arc was fabulous. Her entire portrayal of Beena being the silent player from the background, doing her thing, not letting anybody know, and being the most badass character till the end. Just applause. I now cannot imagine anybody playing Beena Tripathi except Rasika Duggal. She was that good. These two stole the show for me. Divyendu and Rasika Duggal. These two absolutely stole the show for me. Of course, I want to mention all the other actors because such a big cast, but all of them did their job so well. Shaji Chaudhary as Maqbool has done his role so well. Not many dialogues, not much screen time, but I think the execution was done so well. He really made an impact. Other actors as well, such as Kulbhushan Kharbanda as Satyanand Tripathi, Anjum Sharma as Sharad Shukla, Pramod Pathak as JP Yadav, Anil George who plays Lala, Priyanshu playing Robin, so many more characters. Every actor has just knocked it out of the park. Isha Talwar as Madhuri Yadav was also very impactful. You know, she had a very prominent role, and she is going to be a major player in season 3 is what I feel. Again, Vijay Varma's character as Junior Senior Tyagi and Faruqi's character as Datta Tyagi. Tyagis are going to play a big role again in season 3. So Vijay Varma, yes, did not, I wouldn't say he created a very big impact in the season, but I think he would in season 3. My overall score, if I had to score it out of 10, I would give this series a 7, and yes, I would ask you to watch it. For those who have not watched season 1, would not have really a problem because they spent 5 minutes explaining and recapping season 1. So that's a good thing that the makers did. Watch it definitely for the performances because that is the biggest highlight, the biggest strength of the series. There are memorable moments, there are memorable dialogues, memorable scenes, and absolutely memorable performances that you are going to get. So yeah guys, that was my perspective and analysis on the season 2 of Mirzapur. Please do let me know what are your thoughts on this season. Was it a hit or a miss for you? I would love to know that. And yes, if you have come till the end of the video, thank you so much guys for watching. I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.